Well, what a mixed old term it's been. We've had some absolute highs with the Jeep trip running at the end of last term, Year 2 camp, Year 4 camp, most of our Year 8s getting out to their camp on the Glenelg River and the Alpine camp running. And we did get some shows of Matilda the musical, and wasn't that spectacular. And then we've had these periods of lockdown which I know have been hard for members of our community, only to find today that regional Victoria has been released from restrictions and we're able to welcome some of our students back on Friday and look forward to all that Term 4 holds. I just wanted to share with you some of the updates from this term and walk you around some of the capital works projects that have been going on. Well, I'm standing in front of the quickly emerging Year 5-6C building, which is going to be a great facility for our Year 5 and 6 students, and we're hoping that that will be finished for the start of next year. The Hine Centre has 3 new fabulous classrooms, and just beyond that, between it and the road, you can see the Bush Kinder area, and that's got these terrific huts now for our youngest students to shelter on the wettest, windiest days. The boarding redevelopment of Wygan and Woodbridge is well underway, and we're looking forward to having those ready for our community for the start of Term 2 next year. We're adding a classroom to the Cleaver building where our Year 10s reside, and we're also building a shed for the boys of Dart to keep their bikes in, but it's got to be in fitting with the Dart architecture, so it's a beautiful building out of red brick that will blend in really nicely. Well, we have decided to review the school uniform over a period of about the next 2 years. We've added about 5 additional items to the uniform in an ad hoc manner: girls' shorts, girls' trousers, blue shirts, spray jacket, and now you get to the point where you've got to do a full review to make sure that everything still goes together. So we will spend time carefully selecting a designer and not releasing any new items of uniform until about the winter of 2023, although that is dependent on our ability to get things manufactured in time for that release. And then there'll be a further 3 years from mid-2023 to phase in any new uniform items to make sure that no one has to buy new uniform items especially. So you'll be able to wear out the old uniform items, and the new ones will be designed to complement the old ones such that we can progress through this in a way that doesn't cost families extra money. Well, it's with great excitement that we finish our last little piece of the update for you, our families, and for our broader community, with some students back on site, our preps to Year 2s and our Year 11 students who are studying Unit 3-4, as well as our Year 12s. We, of course, are looking forward to having all of our students back next term, but it is really contingent on our community becoming vaccinated. It is everything. To help parents with finding information, which has been relatively scarce, about vaccination for 12 to 16-year-olds, Dr. Shantni Deutscher, Chair of the Board, and Dave Tickell, who is the Head of Children and Women's Health at Ballarat Base Hospital and paediatrician, have both combined in a Q&A to answer your questions about vaccination for those younger students. A link to that Q&A is in the email that's distributing this video. I must once again thank our teachers for the extraordinary work that they continue to do in supporting our students as they learn at school and at home, and the care that they're providing throughout this pandemic. I thank you, our parents, as well, for all of your support as we've worked together to navigate these difficult times and create stability for your children. And I commend your children. They have shown such resilience. It is unbelievable how well they have coped. I know they will have had their moments. I know they will have found it difficult, but there is wonderful research emerging that shows that the impacts of these lockdowns are limited in terms of any long-term effect on children's learning, and limited in terms of long-term effects on their well-being, because they will bounce back. Our recent NAPLAN data is testimony to that and shows how effectively our children have learnt during these extended periods of lockdown. I wish you a great holiday break ahead and hope that you get some rest and respite, particularly with the restrictions being lifted. And we are really looking forward to the opportunities that will progressively present themselves in term 4 and we come back together as a community. Have a great break and we look forward to seeing you soon.